Welcome back to Undisputed. We are now joined by Fox Sports NFL analyst Greg Jennings, who is in Minneapolis. Greg, you've been on my mind. I grew up very, very close to where you're living right now, and I've been thinking about you. And I know that your wife has a business downtown Minneapolis. You chose to be there to watch out for it. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the situation and what you've been seeing and experiencing in Minneapolis?
First and foremost, appreciate it. Appreciate the thoughts and the prayers. It is real. And for me, as not only a Black man, but as a father, as a husband, as a business owner, there's a lot of mixed emotions about everything that's transpired. Shannon, I listened to the last segment, and you mentioned cause and effect. And there's a cause and effect to everything. And what ties people to either the cause or either the effect is their relationship. And my relationship in this has been not only that I'm a Black man and I've been on the end of racial profiling as a Black man, but now my wife's business is in harm's way because of the effect of the cause that we visibly were able to see from law enforcement with George in regards to George Floyd. And so I was raised as an individual, as a young man, to learn how to put out fires, but at the same time, how to prevent a fire. And in the midst of where fires were spreading and just kind of bursting everywhere on the scene, I felt like I was one that wanted to prevent the fire from happening versus having to respond and by putting it out. And that was what I was doing with my wife's store, along with a couple other gentlemen that manned the store with me. And it's been an interesting dynamic because from an outside perspective and seeing Stack and communicating with Stack, Steven Jackson through text message and taking my daughters, my older two daughters, along with my wife down to the Justice Rally in honor of George Floyd and having them experience it and just seeing their emotions and their response. I felt like it was something that unfortunately is needed. And the response that has come of it, whatever way people have decided to respond, it was needed for them. Not that I'm in agreement with some of the arson and the vandalism and the looting, but I will say this. I had to ask myself this question this morning. Am I more upset and bothered by the arson and the looting and the acts of vandalism or by the murder? And for me, I have to remain with my eyes on that, and that's the murder, because that's the cause. That's the reason why people are showing their emotion and they're acting out in whatever way that they feel that they need to in this moment, and I have to respect that.
And I think that's the biggest thing, Greg, when I'm hearing you, and I get it. I totally get it. Like you said, I mean, that's home for you.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up my football gods here. And I'm seeing in the chats from some people who are saying, football only, football only, football only. Well, I get what you're saying. And I got to tell you, I have sat here for the last hour and a half trying to figure out what I'm talking about tonight. That's Greg Jennings, former Packer wide receiver and things. A guy I actually know because of, just like we had Robert Quinn on Friday night, he was one of the 21 NFL players that came to D.C. for a youth symposium. Greg Jennings is a clown. He is hilarious. They had all the players lined up Okay, so you got, and there's a picture out there. I'm sure you guys have seen it where Calais Campbell, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted Calais Campbell on the Cowboys, where Calais Campbell is giving me an elbow, and I look like this little teeny kid because he's a mountain of a man. But this whole thing started because they had the whole lineup of all the NFL players and all the people from United Way were going through and high-fiving, and I was the tail end. Oh, I'm sorry. I was the tail end of the line, and Greg Jennings decides he's going to give me an elbow and bounce me around. And so I start bouncing around all these NFL players like a pinball. And at the end, it's Calais Campbell, who is 6'8", okay? And I'm like, getting pushed by him. But he's a great dude. And him and his wife have met them at NFLPA parties and stuff. And he's dealing with both sides of the equation, being a business owner that's worried about his wife's business, being a black man worrying about justice. And this goes beyond just black and white. This is something that is right and wrong for everybody. There's social injustice for everybody. And we got to realize that we can't ignore what's going on. I've got my daughter who's Joshua Lynch, thank you very much for the super chat. I got my daughter who's at first, a couple of months ago, dealing with her being across the country and being shut in by herself away from her family and dealing with the coronavirus. You understand? And now I got my daughter shut in where on the streets in front of her building, there's the National Guard. So I understand you want me to just say, you can just talk football. Just ignore all this stuff. I got a friend of mine whose girlfriend is pregnant with coronavirus. I got friends that have lost people to coronavirus. We've got the whole country up in arms. It's hard just to say, turn it off, and let's only talk football. I'm going to try, but we have to realize what's going on and why it's going on. Okay? I sat here because you guys know I am, I'm 5-6 videos a day. You know I am. I get joked. I get clowned by people, because I'll be on somebody's live stream and they'll say, that mother humper just put another video up. And it's true. But here it is. In the country that I love, we look like Tiananmen Square right now. We look like Tiananmen Square. We got the military out. We got, you know what we're going to run out of? I'm amazed because we run out of masks, right? PP, I can't, but the garments and everything else, right? Are we going to run out of tear gas? Because it seems like tear gas is like being used everywhere. At some point, there's got to be a shortage of tear gas. There's got to be. So bear with me on what's going on. So I have to understand I'm hurting a bit. I'm scared. I've lived through Martin Luther King being killed. I remember when they landed on the moon. I remember the Vietnam War. I've been around and seen a lot of shit in my life, but I ain't never felt like this. And it's not just D.C. It's it's Stafford, it's Fredericksburg, it's everywhere. And see, this is the moment where we can't just turn a blind eye. We have to understand, because there's differences of opinion, but in the end, we're all human beings. Derek and L4G, everybody, thank you for the super chats. I appreciate the support. I want to play something, but I know it's going to it might shut my stream down or get blocked, because you know how the YouTube police are.
They've done that to me too. I ran it for 4 hours and then it's over. It's not suitable, so shut it down.
Well, no, I was going to play some Run DMC, man.
Oh, you'll be fine with that.
Because it's amazing how one of the favorite songs of all time is "Hard Times" by Run DMC, and I remember it in 1984, 85. And my God, it literally hits everything that's going on right now. You almost have to feel like they're Nostradamus almost. You live in Fredericksburg? So yesterday, the protests were in Fredericksburg. And it's like Fredericksburg, little teeny tiny town. Fredericksburg, Manassas, Prince William County, Williamsburg. So this is going across the country. But see, this is where you have to understand here, because we're labeling the same way the police racially profile people. We are profiling protesters. We are looking at them and saying they're all looters, and that's not the case. It's not the case. Not yet. There are people out there, and I don't know how much of this is from here or from elsewhere. But see, if you are China, who are a dictatorship, you love this. It's like, look at America. This is why we are the right form of government. Look at that. They're out there hating and shooting and killing and fighting and bombing. And look at that. Every city's ablaze because that's what they're doing. It's propaganda for everybody else. So understand, it's time that we get our shit together. All of us have a part in figuring this shit out. So that's what I wanted to start with, okay? So bear with me. Like I said, this is hard. This is hard to know that 105,000 people in the course of 3 months have died that may not needed to die. It's hard to know that 40 million people right now don't have a job. It's hard to know that people are waiting in line to get food because they don't have a job. It's hard to understand that people are losing their lives that don't need to be losing them. It's hard when you see protests and people in the country on fire. Brian Bradford. You know what, Brian, shout out to you. Let's change the subject here. Earlier today, Philly 500. You know, I need a laugh. I don't know about you guys. I need a laugh. I need a good laugh. Let me see. Hold up. Where the heck is it? I don't see the damn thing. Oh, here it is. I need this, okay? I need this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have fun now. We're going to try and we're going to have a little fun here, right here.
What? Look at this. What? Did the screen freeze? Is it still light? Look for the corona. Oh my God! Look at this! Wow, that has to be the stupidest thing I've ever. Oh my God! Are you gonna take a quarterback back in the second? Oh my God! Are you kidding me? What did you just trade Carson?
God, this always cheers me up.
Are you kidding me? You just took a quarterback in the second round. This team is so good.
This kind of funny, man.
They don't need to take. They don't need anything else, right? They're so good. They don't. This has to be for some sort of trade. There has to be something to this. This don't make any sense. Eagles UK, thank you for the super chat.
Philly, man.
I'm sorry. This is stupidity at its finest. There has to be something else going on.
Howard Floyd, thank you very much for that super chat. I got to tell you, you know what? Everything in the world is better just seeing that. But here's what's funny, right? This is what was so funny because Philly's doing a live stream. So Philly keeps telling me, oh man, I'm going after the Cowboys. I'm going after the Cowboys and stuff. So he was doing a live stream earlier today. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go in there just try and have a little fun. And Philly is listening. He's sitting there talking about, oh, man, I can't wait tonight. They got the Cowboys, Eagles, second game of the season, where we kicked that ass, where we ended up taking and destroying the Dallas Cowboys. I can't wait to watch that game. Oh, it's going to be great. And it was just like, okay, all right. So he's pounding his chest, and I said, oh, yeah, I guess it's better that you watch that one as opposed to the 37-10 victory that we had earlier. Oh, that one doesn't count because this is the one that mattered. And we were only playing with practice squad players. It's like, well, maybe you should have been playing with your practice squad players when you're playing the Miami Dolphins or against the Atlanta Falcons or against the Detroit Lions, because your practice squad players play better. But here's where it's funny. What's funny is he's telling all his Eagles brethren, tune into that game. It's going to be great tonight on NFL Network. And guess what? Yeah, Brian Bradford, you're right. Wrong game, you idiot. That's why he's a dingbat. It was actually the second game in Dallas last year where Dak Prescott goes off in the fourth quarter. That was a crazy game because Dak had a couple of turnovers early in the game, but the fourth quarter ended up being like a shootout, and then we ended up winning in overtime. It was incredible. So I'm hoping that all of Eagles Nation, all of Philly's finest, end up turning over to that game and to get disappointed and realize, oh, that's when the Cowboys kicked our ass. So, that makes me feel better. And I tell you what else might make me at least forget for a minute. Whew. All right, so interesting. Okay, so we've had a little fun. I'm gonna try and talk football a little bit now. Okay. Philly D fan, thank you very much for putting that in the Dak fund. I appreciate that. What's interesting is when you think about that game, we had to come from behind and win that game. We had to go through an overtime and win that game. And I saw an there was a great article, if you go on Bleacher Report, where a guy basically went through and he started, oh, the real fan won, Dak is still garbage. It's funny, though. It's funny because he was pointing to all these different stats and matrix that Dak Prescott actually is literally in the top 10 of almost every statistical category there is for 4 years people. And you know what, Mr. Antoine Wright? Everybody has bad games. How about, because as we talk about Carson, let me do this one. I think this is in here. How about this? Let's talk about, okay, you can always point out bad games because you can talk about the Bills game with Tony Romo. You can talk about the Bills game Monday night, Tony Romo, where he literally had 5 turnovers. So we look and say, well, Tony Romo was garbage for his whole career because of that one game? Because I can look at this game where everybody's praising Carson Wentz and say, damn, what the hell? Because this Norman, thank you for the super chat. bam. See, I hate, see, this, there must be some Eagle fans that run YouTube. Because every time I play this clip, I'm getting a notification right now that says, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Because of that clip, it's just like, because you show the garbage that's out there, that YouTube is on the side of the freaking Eagles. You know, I can show, you know, if I throw Dak Prescott having a bad game or something, it's no problem. But here it is, right here. Heads up, we detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. That stuff's just bullshit. But see, here's Antoine. Antoine, you know you're my dog, Antoine. Antoine, you know you're my dog. And thank you. Like you said, everybody has bad games in your words. You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So somebody had said, well, go to the Bills game. And I'm trying to point out, everybody has bad games, right? Everybody has some bad games. Nobody is perfect all the time. But the interesting thing is, you know, you at some point, I know statistics can be used in a multitude of ways. But at some point, you have to start looking and saying that almost all of the statistics are positive, okay? Almost all of the statistics are positive and top in there. At some point, you got to say they're doing some things that are right. You're doing some things that are right. Because winning percentage of tied games in four, again, for example, just listen to me for a second here. Winning percentage and QBR of quarterbacks when they're in the fourth quarter tied or in overtime. Listen to me now. This means this is the fourth quarter. This is the high pressure. This is overtime. This is the toughest part of the game. It's easy to be good in the first or second quarter when the game's not on the line. But when the shit is on the line, Dak Prescott has the highest QBR in the history of the NFL at 150 point something. Where the game in the fourth quarter is tied or going to overtime. Let me give you another one. In games where the defense gives up over 30 points, that means your defense hasn't done shit. I believe he has the second best winning percentage. Because we can look and say, well, you know, Tony Romo, hey, we scored 48 points against Denver and still lost the game. Just kind of saying, listen to me on those. And somebody said, well, 8-8. Well, you went 8-8. Well, you know what? Drew Brees got 5 seasons of 7-9. Are you going to say Drew Brees is shit? Are you going to say Drew Brees is shit? Because that's what you're saying. Tony Romo had 2 years of 8-8 and got his contract, and then followed it up with another year of 8-8. Dak Prescott. Oh, Hawk, I know you're in here smoking. I know you're high, buddy. I know you're high, aren't you? Hawk, come on. Hawk, I know you up in here, because you always come in here and say, I'm high as fuck. We just need to change your name from Hawk to High. High 215. How about that one? Or is it 421? We'll call you 421. That's what we're good. Hawk 421. Okay, that's your new name. I'm telling you, Hawk, change it. Change your name, Hawk. Change your name. Hawk 421. Dak had 7 bad games last season, can't justify paying Dak Prescott top money. Okay, well, you can go ahead and do that. But I won't say they were bad games. For some reason, somehow he had almost 5,000 yards passing. How does that happen? How does that happen? Because take a look at our defense. Take a look at our special teams. For some reason, is Dak supposed to play on special teams too? Should we have him as a gunner? Should he be the gunner on special teams? So that way we get. Should he be the kick returner? Maybe that's what it is. He should be the kick returner. And maybe he should kick the field goals too. And you can go ahead and say, oh, he had 7 bad games. You're going to say he had a bad game against Minnesota Vikings where he had 3 TDs, 397 yards, and was driving down the field and the coach took it out of his hands? Should we say that? Oh, wait. How about New England? Everybody, you lost to New England. Who doesn't lose to New England in New England? Going to that game, you know New England had won 18 straight games at home. 18 straight games at home, the longest winning streak that was current in the NFL. Bill Belichick's house. Bill Belichick's house. How do you think we got 40 wins with Dak Prescott? Oh, here's another one. Okay, let me go ahead and get some. Let me get some more. Here's another one. It's kind of interesting because one of the narratives are, well, Dak Prescott's only good because you got Zeke Elliott. Antoine, shout out to you. You know we don't always agree. Well, we agree that I love your super chats, though. But I am consistent. You know I'm consistent. I'm consistent. You're right about that. I ain't changing. I'm not going to be a flip-flopper. I'm going to stick to my guns. Here's another interesting one. Dak Prescott's QBR is actually 9 points higher when Zeke Elliott's off the field. They have empty backfield. Does that make sense to you? Oh, Terrence. Well, I'm trying. Terrence, you may be right on that. We could also say, too, that it's being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Because I hate to say this, because some of you might take offense to it. But being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, it doesn't matter who you are. Nobody's ever going to be good enough, except for the backup. Because we're always going to look at it and say, hey, man, the backup, put him in there. Because that's where Andy Dalton is getting all the love. Andy Dalton is getting all the love because, we can do better with Andy Dalton. He's a great quarterback. That dude is 0-4 in the playoffs. 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions. And that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So come on. I won't trash you, Zeke. Oh no, I'm gonna trash Zeke. Oh, Antoine. Okay, Antoine, I'm gonna tell you right now. Now listen. And I believe that this was a message to Jerry Jones. Antoine, key moments of the season. Happy birthday to your dad, L4, on the 21st. Told to stop at your store. Okay, cool. Oh, here. Oh, my store. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. We can definitely get it there for Father's Day. Yeah, we can definitely do that, but do it sometime soon. So make sure if you want something, because sometimes I got somebody who wants a Mississippi State Bulldog and Jackson State, and they wanted me to print out a label on there, and I was like, I can't print that. It's going to look like garbage. So I had to order stickers. So I got the Mississippi State one here, so I'll color match that color, and then that Mississippi State logo will be on the white, and then I've got to wait for the Jackson State one. So if they want something special, make sure they order sooner than later for Father's, so I can get it to them for Father's Day. So I appreciate that. But Zeke, at a couple of key times, you know, Antoine, that Zeke did this one. The Eagles game was one of those. And you just got paid. I need you for 60 minutes on Sunday. I don't need you on the sideline. I know Tony Pollard actually has not done bad as a rookie, but you are my money guy. I don't see Emmitt Smith saying, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out and let Lincoln Coleman go in for me. I don't think that ever happened. We had Emmitt arm just dangling, and he was still out there. But against the Eagles, second game, you had Fletcher Cox, who did a 360, and that elbow went just like that, hyperextended. He went off, went under the tent. I know he got a couple of shots in that arm. His axe came back. Zeke, while he was going off the field, I need a blow. And here it is, third down. Zeke's on the sideline, sat out for the 2 plays. Tony Pollard didn't get did he fumble that one? Or was that was another game that...
No, the game that Tony Pollard was out that game, and we have Wallalu or whatever the guy's name is out there. We didn't know.
Well, that's another one, but then there was another one.
That was the Eagles game.
Okay, but then there was another game where he was out, and Tony Pollard fumbled when we were in field goal range. Okay, and I know people will say, "Oh, well, that's Dak Prescott's fault. We lost that." But no, if you got the most expensive back end, Antoine, where are you, Antoine? You got the best back in football. this Dak's team overcome? No Zeke, been balling for years now. Let's not do it. Nope. Oh, come on. You need everybody. Yeah, but Antoine, football's a team sport. You need everybody out there, man. You know,
this question.
what's the question, Mike?
What if Zeke Elliott was just fed up with Jason Garrett's like, I need a blow?
There you go.
I'm talking about throughout the whole season.
There you go. I don't know if you guys.
I passed for the Eagles game because that's the straw that hit the camel's back. But I wonder if he was just fed up with it the whole season.
Yeah, did you guys hear that? And that's one of those ones that I think that it was kind of like, maybe I'm not going to be there. But Antoine, man, don't spend all your money tonight. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, but man, come on. But no, come on. You can't. Now listen, Zeke still had a decent season, but you can't look at it and say Zeke gave it all. Come on, honestly, do you feel like that Zeke did everything that he could in the season? Do you feel like that he couldn't have been any better for the team last year? Come on. Are you honestly going to say that the defense, you were happy with the way they stopped running backs? I mean, take a look at Minnesota. Look at how they ran the hell all over us. Look at a lot of teams that ran. I mean, we gave up 4.6 yards right over the center. Look at our special teams where we had the worst kicker in football. He missed 11 kicks in 10 games? The next closest guy was 7 on 16 games. Whitlock got fired? Oh, are you kidding me? Michael Anthony, no, wishy-washy, laugh it out. I'm listening to Pops, haha. Much love to you. I got my own opinions. Shout out to you, Michael. Antoine Byers. Man, we got to, you know what, after this corona, after all the protests, after this world gets back together, you and I got to go out and have a few drinks. And it'll be on me because you just spent all your money in Super Chats. Wait a minute, hold on. I saw he was trending, but I didn't click on it because I figured he just said some more stupid-ass shit. Are you serious? Jason Whitlock got fired? I didn't think there was anything that he could say. Well, hold on. I got. Wait a minute. Wait. I got to check that out. You guys got to be BSing me.
So yeah, it says Jason Whitlock has big plans after leaving Fox Sports.
Jason Whitlock.
Yes, that's right here.
So wait, was he fired?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You know, he probably.
Jason Whitlock has big plans after leaving.
So the question is, was he forced to leave or did he leave on his own? Talk show host Jason Whitlock is out on Fox Sports after two sides could not come to an agreement on a new contract. Whitlock, 53, is to be looking to starting his own direct-to-customer business. Oh, is that YouTube? Direct-to-customers business? That's YouTube, ain't it?
Unless you have your own platform, I don't know. You can make your own platform.
The recent model that mostly sidesteps traditional media has been successful for Bill Simmons, Dave Portnoy, and Joe Rogan, among others. Whitlock will host a show with Marcellus Wiley, who hosted a show with Marcellus Wiley. Speak for Yourself was not on the air on Monday. Wow, I didn't realize that. The show will continue looking for Whitlock's replacement. Can they call me? You think they should call him? Hey, hey, listen. I can do at least as good as Jason Whitlock. I can do better than that.
You want to sell out?
Huh? Oh, no. I'll be the anti-Jason Whitlock. No. I'm going to be the Dak friendly. See, actually, that's what they actually need. No, see, listen, this could be groundbreaking. Hold on.
They want Stephen A. Smith.
No, hold on. In the same way, see, here's where it's genius. It's freaking genius. Think about it. You have every channel, every show that's a Dak Prescott hater, right? It gets old. You get tired of it. There's people who like Dak Prescott. Think about being the innovator. Think about being the one that actually is a Dak Prescott fan. Antoine, thank you, man. Good night, man. I'll see you later. What, did mama find out that you were spending all the money? I see the moving truck. And she kicking your ass out. Man, you wasted all that money on that idiot Mark Holmes. Bam! Smacked you upside the head, didn't she? Nah, shout out to you, Antoine. You know, we don't always agree, man, but we can do it. But no, think about it. This would be groundbreaking for Fox because I could come on right after Colin Cowherd and talk about how much he's stupid. You're stupid, man. Listen, we could end. I'm telling you, that's where it would be groundbreaking. You would catch all the people that are on the other side of the fence.
Just being ignorant, man.
Huh? Say what?
Not watching the protest stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just saying. And I can be the anti-Wentz channel. How about that? I can be the one saying, Carson Wentz, man, he's overpaid. You know, Jared Goff, they're bums. Dak Prescott, that's the real quarterback there, right? See, I'd be doing stuff like this, man. Here we go. I'd be like, come on, man. You gonna tell me that this guy... You're going to tell me that this guy is supposed to be a great quarterback? This guy? Oh, excuse me. This guy? I don't know. This guy? You're going to tell me that? Come on, man. He's straight garbage. I wouldn't pay him more. You know what? I would say, Carson Wentz, I want a refund, man. Because remember, you ain't paid a whole season. Wait a minute. Antoine, I thought you left, man. You're only 30? Man, you're a baby. Man, I'm almost twice your age, man. Twice your age. But we can still hang.
Okay. My age.
But, yeah, right. Yeah.
In about 2 months.
Antoine, you know I can be your daddy, right? Okay. I can be your daddy. But, you know, but think about it. That's what, oh, my God. That's what we need to be. The anti-Fox ESPN network, where we trash Carson Wentz every single day. Carson Wentz, you're overpaid, man. Listen, listen. We're going to take part of your salary. We're going to send it to Nick Foles, buddy, because you didn't earn that ring. Zeke wasn't giving in. He knew he could swing the tide, but he knew if they won, they might get stuck with Garrett. Plus, special teams was a bust. Texas bred, thank you very much for that super chat, man. You're 100. You're 100 on that one. And I think... as much, excuse me, I'm choking on. Hold on. As much as everybody talked about how they, you know, supported Jason Garrett and everything else, I swear, it literally was two different teams from the Rams to the Eagles. Even the way it was called with the plays. Yeah, I got to check on E2 Blue, Trent. He's going through some hard times right now. He's got a lot of stuff that's going on, and as we all do. I noticed a couple of you guys are talking about the shirt that I'm wearing. I survived the Jason Garrett era. I think I need to get a new one that says I survived 2020. Actually, that's what I need to do, don't we? If we make it through, we're not even halfway through. But I figured if I could survive,
but we'll make it through.
If I could survive 10 years of Jason Garrett, I could survive 2020. But yeah, man, you know, I would. Oh man, I say, man, Carson Wentz, give me your ring back. This is the only ring you deserve, buddy. Consolation ring, because you didn't play in the damn game. Bum. I'd get him like a Advil ad because he got knocked the F out. What's up? How you doing? No, I should stop. Because that's not nice to be like that with Carson Wentz. I really apologize because that's not right. That's personal shots on him, and you know I need to be a better human being to my brethren. You know what I mean? I really and truly need to be better to my fellow man.
Are you sure about that? Because the way
what's
the guy's name? Philly 500 acts on his videos.
Oh, Philly, he's getting indignant.
I know. He's not talking about me and started getting on you again.
Well, you know what? My Cowboys better get this stuff together. They better get this stuff together.
What? Look at what? Did the screen freeze? Is it still light? Look at the corona. Oh my God! has to be the stupidest thing I've ever
Oh my
seen in my
God.
life. You're gonna take a quarterback in the second
Oh my
round?
God.
Are you kidding me? Why did you just trade Carson then? Are you kidding me? You just took a quarterback in the second round. This team is so good
You can't find this kind of funny, man.
that they don't need to take. They don't need anything else, right? They're so good.
Howard
This
Floyd,
has
thank
to
you very
be
much for that
some
super
sort of
chat.
trade. There has to be something to this. This don't make any sense. Eagles UK, thank you for the super chat.
Philly, man.
I'm sorry. This is stupidity at its finest. There has to be something else going on.
You know what? I'm feeling like playing a little bit. You know, somebody was talking about, well, you know, I love how they always go back to Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate in 2017. He led the team to 11-2. And I'm not going to dispute that, you know, getting 11-2 isn't good. But let's pump the brakes just a little bit on that 11-2. Remember, they had a fourth place schedule because they were in the basement the year before, and nobody really thought about them being a good team. They kind of snuck up on some people because let's go through. I want to go through this 11-2 record that they have. Okay, so 2017, they beat the Redskins 30-17. Actually, let me flip cameras here on you guys. Okay, so they beat the Redskins 30-17. Okay, division rival, big game. They lost to Kansas City, okay? They beat the Giants 27-24. The Giants. 2017, the Giants were, I think they had the number one pick. Not exactly, you know, they got two victories right there against two patsies. Trent Lachey, stay safe, you too, buddy. The Chargers, they beat 26-24. 26-24. Arizona Cardinals. So wait. Arizona Cardinals. So wait. So in the first couple of games where they got victories, you beat the Redskins, the Giants, and Arizona Cardinals in that 11-2 section, right? And then the Panthers, and that wasn't the Panthers that went to the Super Bowl a couple of years before. That was the Panthers that went downhill. So I believe they had a losing record then too. And then the Redskins again. So wait. So four of your victories are the Redskins, the Giants, the Cardinals, and the Carolina Panthers. And then we had the San Francisco 49ers, not the ones that went to the Super Bowl last year, the downtrodden San Francisco 49ers. And then the Denver Broncos. You killed the Broncos. Shout out on that one, 51-9. I'm sorry, 51-23. And then you had the Cowboys and the Bears. And then you lost to Seattle. Does that actually look like you were playing the juggernauts in the NFL at that time? And when you played us, you destroyed us. I'll admit, you destroyed us. But that's when Zeke wasn't there, as well as Tyron Smith and Sean Lee. So, was that really that great of a run? Was that really? Because how many teams, I'm going to ask, in that run of those 11-2 in 2017, I don't think a single one of those teams, I could be wrong. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We were. I know the Bears weren't a playoff team then. Denver wasn't. San Francisco wasn't. The Redskins weren't. I don't think Carolina was. Arizona, the Rams, the Chargers, the Giants and Kansas City, they lost to. So of all those teams, 11 teams that he won, 11-2, the Cowboys were the only one that would have been a playoff team. So are we saying that, hey, he beat the Patsies, but it was Nick Foles that carried him over the line? Whoop. Did I miss another super chat? Damn, you guys are killing me. Ooh, hold on, where's it? Who was that super chat from? Super chat was from Little Touchdown. Little Touchdown. Thank you very much. You will be worried about later. Leighton Vander Esch's injuries. Jarwin hasn't been that much injured. Now, the good thing is I don't know if you saw Leighton Vander Esch today. Where's my chat? Show chat. Show me chat. Leighton Vander Esch jumping up on one leg, 41-inch high. 41 inches high. Okay? 41 inches. That's 3.5 feet almost. An inch short of 3.5 feet. One leg. Not two legs. One leg. Boom. Looked pretty good there. Now, I know that's not the neck, but the reality is anybody can get hurt. Cruising 26, what's up? How you doing, man? Everybody's coming out the woodwork today. Everybody's coming out the woodwork today. Shout out, man. Long time no see, man. Well, I know we've seen you a couple times when I've been in the shop, but all the players are healthy. Yeah, right now, everybody is actually doing pretty good as far as health-wise goes. So the only one I haven't really heard much about is Connor Williams. Connor Williams coming back from the ACL and things about 4 months or so. Was it 4 months? No, actually, I guess it's about 5 months now. He had surgery. So you don't know exactly how well he's doing. You know, there was something else that I wanted to show you guys, and I don't have it. Dak has nothing. What are you talking about, Dak has nothing? Stuart Morrison in the house. What's up, Stuart? Dak has nothing? Are you talking about as a contract? Well, as far as Dak's contract goes, Dak is actually in the driver's seat. And I dare say that it's more of the Cowboys are the ones that are panicking right now because they want to get this thing done and over with, because the reality is if they don't. Dan the Man Cunningham, what's up? Thank you very much for the super chats, and thank you for reminding me that I am old. I appreciate that. Dak has numbers against bums. And if you say so, Hawk. Felix Laura, how you doing, man, Felix? Yeah, he's going another man's ring. Dan the Man Cunningham. PC, what's up, PC? What's up, everybody? Stuart Morrison, I got on late. Got to go back and watch later tonight. You mean Super Bowl, Mark? He means Super Bowls. Well, okay. You know what? That goes for the whole Cowboys organization. But I tell you what, Eagles, here's what you got to worry about, buddy. Here's what you got to worry about. I was doing a study, and I wish I still had my numbers in front of me. 4 years after being in the Super Bowl, with the exception of the New England Patriots, because they kind of skew it. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Generally speaking, on average, even with New England, who skews the average, teams that go to the Super Bowl 4 years after, generally speaking, are 4 games lower than the year they were in the Super Bowl. So you were 13-3, so that puts you at 9-7 at best. Understand also, too, that the NFC East, it doesn't seem to matter if you win the Super Bowl or not. You guys were the last ones to be repeat champions, 2002, 2003, 2004. And every year since that time, another team has won the division. Think I'm crazy? 2016, we won it. 2017, you won it. 2018, we won it. 2019, you won it. These are things that you look at and say, your team has gotten a little bit older and you're in a bit of transition. Your quarterback, as good as you guys talk about how he's doing, let's be real here. Little touchdown. Should our defense look more like Don Capers' 96 Panthers or Greg Williams' Bounty Gate Saints? Ooh, even Broncos 2015. I tell you what, little touchdown, we're going to be improved, and we're going to be getting after the quarterback's ass. I can tell you that right now. And we're going to be stopping the run with the beef we got up in there. Thomas Garrett, man. Hey, thank you very much for the super chat. Watching the Cowboys, Eagles, yeah, that was one of those great ones. The Eagles are crying right now because they thought that they were going to be watching the one from this year, but it was actually last year. But anyway, back to the Eagles. You got the first place schedule, which is one of those things. You got a couple more games that are going to be harder on you guys. But here's the thing that's interesting. As much as people talk about, well, Dak can't do this, Dak has not done that, Dak sucks. But the amazing thing about Dak Prescott's career is 2016 he was here. 2017 came back a little bit. 2018 was here. 2019 was here. You can look at Dak Prescott and say his projection is going up. You know, if you graph it out, he's going up. Here's an interesting thing about your boy Carson Wentz. His rookie year, he was about here. 2017 until he got hurt, he was about here. 2018, you guys seem to forget. You guys seem to forget that last year he was 5-6 and didn't beat any playoff teams. The only one that they beat was the Colts, and the Colts were 1-4 at the time. And you say, well, we don't really count this year because he didn't have any people to throw to. And I say bullshit. I say bullshit. You had probably the best tight end combination in the NFL between Dallas and Ertz. And tight ends, here's the thing that's amazing to me, is you don't see great receivers winning the Super Bowl. You know, you look at Antonio Brown, all the great numbers he's put up all these years and things like that. You look at Chad Ochocinco. You look at, I love me some me. Great wide receivers, but they don't have rings. But take a look at all those recent Super Bowl champions. You know what they all have? Great tight ends. Tight ends are where it's at. Zach Ertz, Super Bowl ring. Kelsick, Super Bowl ring. You look at the Gronk, Super Bowl rings. Tight ends are where you want to go. Stop it, Mark. Stop what? Stop what? Stop what? If you don't like what I'm doing, man, listen, you don't have to eat at my restaurant. You can go get served elsewhere, okay? Gibberish, Jalvery, Joe Looney, I don't know what the hell you are. Stop it, Mark, stop it. Get off Dak's nuts. Robert, if you don't like what I'm serving here, get the hell out. Because you know why? Because this is my house where I'm having my friends over. And if you ain't one of my friends, you can go ahead and go because
23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I love how people, you guys want me to do another? You know, I wasn't sure because not too many people came in. I was kind of like, I thought people would come in and want to just kind of relax and chill on that. But nobody hardly came in. Dak sucks, Marks. I'm sorry. Okay, Hawk. Hawk, again. It stops the music and plays a peaceful tone. Oh, okay. It was beautiful. I tell you what. When the world's crazy, I like to go sit out there. Yeah, I either like to go out and sit out there or I'll go out at the fire pit. And that's kind of like my fortress of solitude. I think I put the link is somewhere in my community tab. I'm trying to remember who it was that had these. His wife makes them, and I ended up posting a link on my community tab. I'll have to find it up again because this is definitely. I didn't know Marco. I would have been there. And I got to also figure out too, because the Wi-Fi signal doesn't work real good in the backyard, and so the picture wasn't as clear as I'd like it to be. It'd actually be better to just go ahead and do a video where it's good. I'm your friend, Mark. Howard Floyd. That's right, Mark. It's your house. Oh, don't apologize, man. I'll do if you guys want. I'll go through and tell you what. So like around noon, I'll just set the camera out there and you guys can just watch the fish swim. How's that?
If you do it from your computer, you probably do good.
Well, the problem is getting the camera from my computer out there at the pond.
What you might need is a longer cable.
What, and run a webcam?
Because you can do a webcam and just have your computer, the signal, the internet connect to your computer.
Yeah.
You can play around with it.
Well, we might if I use the heavy duty cables. Okay. and just have actually just make a channel of just watching the pond. Those are your typical Eagle fans always talking trash. You know, and I didn't really want to get into talking trash tonight. You know, I just didn't. But you know, they keep drawing me out, man. They keep drawing me out. For some reason, you know, just like Hawk he's new in here, but you know, he's one of those closet Cowboy fans. He just loves being here, Hawk, and he's always high. He'll even tell you, man, I'm sorry, man, I'm just really, really high. You know, you're smoking some good stuff right now. But he's sitting there talking about, well, we Super Bowl champions. It's like you were Super Bowl champions. This is like Janet Jackson said, what have you done for me lately? Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. Okay? You got one. Congratulations. Now sit down and shut the F up. All right? Sit down and shut the F up. The chicken hawk. The chicken hawk. I like that. The chicken hawk. Woo! Winners get on your nerves. I got it. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, dude. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Go eat at Philly's. There you go. Go eat. Yeah, go eat at Philly's house. Go ahead. I love the fish pond video. Chris's Sports Center. I really want to see Mark Jason Whitlock plays. Ah, man, I can't believe he got fired, man. Can you see the messages? I can't. Which message?
He really didn't get fired.
Well, they couldn't come up with a new contract. But that might be, listen, that was one of those ones where they're like, we're not offering you a new contract. And you can leave, you know, and say that we just couldn't come up with this, as opposed to say, because I think they probably were tired of him because he was an idiot.
It might have been that, or it could have been, who's the guy from the Dallas Cowboys that was on ESPN?
Oh, the pork shoulder. Mike, did you get some of the pork shoulder? How was it?
It was good, but who was the former Dallas Cowboys on ESPN?
Darren Woodson?
Yeah, it could be that situation that he's just tired of trashing all these players.
I don't know. No, Jason Whitlock was trashing people before Fox Sports. You know, he was always that way. I mean, it's just.
Well, he tried like Stephen A. Smith at this time. They can't recreate Stephen A. Smith.
Norm, I tell you what, I will figure out. I will find it in email the link for this, and I'll get it put up tomorrow for on there. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see the little fishies. I love it. Actually, can you live stream with your me? I mean, damn. We got.
I mean, you could take a video with it, but you can't like live stream with it inside because it's not made for that.
Yeah. Okay, but you can't it's not Wi-Fi connected. Okay.
The one I have not. But you can get the thing because
I got the thing down here.
Thing where you can make it so like you use a camera, and you can actually use like a webcam. But I think, but the case for it though you can't do with the case.
Well, what I'll do is I'll take the case and I think it's at my desk.
I have the thing. I mean, you could take it, dip it in the fish pond, and take video all day long. You just can't live stream with it because of the. Way
well, here's what I'm gonna do because it's actually cool. Because what's the I forget what this is called. This camera's called.
GoPro.
GoPro, yeah, we got a GoPro with the water case for it. And it's actually wild, actually putting it in the water and looking at it. Now, the only thing is I can't live stream it. Jason Whitlock was asking for Dak money? Really? Okay. Now, that's funny. Okay, so that's a funny one. That would be funny as hell. He lost his job on that one. All right, so it sounds like you guys want me to do a pond live stream. Okay, but what's funny is I don't know, man. It might be that YouTube is just overwhelmed with everything that's going on with the world. But everybody's like, I didn't get a notification on it. Too much. Well, look, if he was asking more than 50 cents, he was definitely asking for too much. Do I think we missed out on Xavier McKinney? Time will tell. I mean, you never know how things are going to work out. You never know what player is going to end up being great, and you look back and say, damn, we should have drafted Randy Moss. Jeremy Cox, thank you very much. Hey, Mark, I just want to say thank you for having these shows. I listen to you, and it makes my day go better. Oh, man, I appreciate it. You guys are showing so much love tonight, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to all you guys. You know what? Before we get ready, I'm going to go ahead and just let YouTube just go ahead and block me if they have to block this. But
they won't block you, don't get money.
I'm going to give you guys a little bit of realness here, okay? A little bit of realness. When I went to college, I didn't quite fit in. I grew up in the suburbs, okay, kind of like Vanilla Ice, okay? And in my high school of 2,500 people, we only had about 100 black people. I pretty much did football, I ran track, and just worked and everything else. And when I got to college, I didn't fit in real well at first. In fact, first time of actually really drinking and getting drunk and made a fool of myself, okay? I was actually known as Crazy Mark. Seriously. In college, my wife, I'm married to now, in college, fell in love with her in college. And she's like, nah, we can be friends, and that's going to be it because you're Crazy Mark. And she still says, you Crazy Mark. But I got to tell you that there was a revolution in music because that's when rap became. You know, we're talking about 1984, okay? You had Rapper's Delight, of course, which was in the 70s and things. But rap really became big in the mid-'80s. And rap was actually a driver of social change, okay? You know, when you had NWA and, you know, you had Ice-T with Cop Killer and things. It was part of the change and the driver of social injustice. But I loved my Run DMC. And I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite all-time Run DMC raps. I'm going to play it now as we get ready to get up out of here. But, ladies and gentlemen, I was like, is that a commercial? I'm not trying to play an ad, but here we go. Hard Times, Run DMC.
Oh, no. No. No.
This song is so fitting to everything that goes going on right now. This is hard times for all of us.
Hard times spreading just like the flu. Watch out, homeboy, don't let it catch you. Prices go up. Don't let your pocket go down. When you got short money, you're stuck on the ground. Turn around, get ready, keep your eye on the clock, and be on point for the future. Shop hard times. Hard times.
You're right, Thomas. They don't know about 80s rap, man.
Hard times are coming to your town. So stay alert. Don't let them get you down. They tell you times are tough. You hear that times are hard. But when you work for the pay, you know you pull the right card. Hard times. My pocket all in change. I tell you what, homeboy, you don't have my brain. All day I have to work at my peak because I need that dollar every day of the week. Hard times.
This is when rap was cool, man. This was the stuff, man.
Hard times can take you on a natural trip. So keep your balance and don't you slip. Hard times is nothing new on me. I'm gonna use my strong mentality.
Like the cream of the crop. Like the crop of the cream. But being hard times is my thing. Hard times in life. Hard times in death. I'm gonna keep on fighting till my very last breath. Hard times.
Hard times. Hard times.
Man, okay. That's listen, man. Oh my goodness. That's when rap was real, and there was a real message. You could actually get the words from. And I'm telling you, man, that is literally exactly what's going on. It's hard times are spreading just like the flu. Watch out, homeboy. Don't let it catch you. I mean, every word on there is like on point. Lee Webster, thank you very much for that super chat, man. I'm serious. You know, it's one of those things that, oh, Walk This Way, that was incredible. Oh, man. Radio, man. LL Cool J. Oh, my God. LL Cool J is hard as hell. Okay, or I can't live without my radio. But that's where I grew up. That's where, you know, change was done through music. Right now, life is hard. It looks like the world is crazy right now. Don't even get started on Tupac. Tupac, man, that's like going to church. The world is crazy right now, but I have hope. I have hope because, and this is a project that now is personal even more to me right now. I've got this red brick house. This red brick house, which is 200 years old this year. This house that was built by slaves, by hand, before there was the equipment and the tools that we had. When there was only 23 states in the Union of the United States. 200 years this building has stood. It was a school. It was one of the final battles of the Civil War. It was the Lee Masonic Temple. It was the town's blacksmith's home. It's been there through the Civil War, through the War of World War II. It was there, World War I, through the Korean War, Vietnam War. It has stood the test of time. It's battered and bruised. It's in rough shape. Much like our country. And I look at this as a symbol where it's my job to fix this thing, to save it. Much like my country, I feel the same way. Our country has been battered and bruised and is falling apart right now. And it's upon all of us to fix it. Alan Williams, super chat. It's upon all of us to fix our country in the same way. It's up to me to fix that house. I'm happy because later this week I should be getting the plans and I'm going to be working on getting the permit. I'm going to try and scrap up every penny that I can get and I'm going to fix this thing. And I'm going to be at the same time trying to fix everything that I can to make a difference in this country, in this world. And if we all do that together, we can fix this stuff. This craziness that we're going through, we can fix. I'm hopeful. I'm positive. But I understand that we got a lot of work to do. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I haven't updated my shots video, but we gonna go ahead and play that thing right now because you guys are all my dogs. So get your shot glass ready because it's time to take some shots. It wasn't blocked, or at least not yet demonetized. They love that. to say thank you to each and every one of you guys out there. As I look at all of those faces on here, on all those people that support this channel, that are watching, it gives me hope. Because every single one of you, even Hawk, who's high right now, y'all like family to me. And we may not agree on each other's teams and things like that. But see, if we can make a difference between 1 and 2 people, and that spreads to 2 to 4 people and 4 to 8 people, that we can make this all a better place. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And this one is for everybody. Protest, don't loot, don't be violent, be safe out there. And everybody pray. And I will see you guys later.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.
All right.
Wake up. Get up. Wake up. Get up. Get up. Wake up.
When I woke up this morning and got out of bed, I had some really fresh thoughts going through my head. They were the thoughts that came from a wonderful dream. It was a vision of the world working as a team. It was a dream. Just a
Wake up. Wake up. Get up.
There was no gun, no what, no tank, no what, atomic bomb. And to be frank, homeboy, there were no arms. Just people working hand in hand. There was a feeling of peace all across the land. It was a dream. Just a
Get up. Wake up. Wake up.
between all countries. There were good relations. There finally was a meeting to United Nations. And everybody had an occupation. Cause we all worked together to fight starvation. It was a dream. Just a dream.
Get up.
Everyone was treated on an equal basis. No matter what colors, religions, or races. We weren't afraid to show our faces. It was cool to chill in foreign places. It was a dream. Just a dream.
Wake up. Get up. Wake up. Wake up.
Thank you, Bird Squad.
All cities of the world were renovated. And the people all cheered and celebrated. They were all so happy
And elated.
to live in the world that we created. It was a dream. Just a dream.
Wake up.
Get up.
There were no street people. We lived rent free. And every single person had a place to be. A job, a home, and the
up, get up. Wake up.
Unemployment was at a record low, and the president was chilling
At our show.
listening to the things that we had to say and trying to create a new and brighter day. It was a dream. Just a dream. It was a dream. Just a dream.
Wake up.
It was a
Dream.
just a dream. It was a dream. Just a dream.
Wake up. That's Run DMC, y'all. We just having a little fun tonight. Thinking of better days. This song, Wake Up, is dead on. Yeah, you didn't know. We can party up in this place here. Wake up. All right, y'all. You got a little bonus time of me going a flashback to Run DMC. I'm telling you, words were never better spoken. If you've never heard Wake Up and Hard Times by Run DMC, look at the lyrics and you will see that every single lyric in those things fit the times. This song, Wake Up, it's time for us all to wake up to make this a better place for everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And right now, it is definitely time to get out here because, well, you know, we done had a little few shots here, okay? I'm going to do my fireside chat, and I'm going to go to bed and hope for a better day. Peace out. Love all you.
The lights, the party's over. They say that
That felt good.
all good things
Hope it
must
doesn't get, I'm sure it's going to
end.
get black.
Call it a night.
But I had so many damn super chats tonight that that'll make up for it. Unless they take my super chats away.
Start the same old thing again.
I mean, I said because of the coronavirus and what's going on in the world, they'll just take it down and it won't.
I don't think they'll take it down. They'll just
No, mine
demonetize
they
it.
took down.
Took your video down?
No, y'all last year 5 hours.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I don't care because at least it evoke positive conversation.
Oh, damn. We did get a lot of new members today. I see 3.
I got at least.
I got one that emailed me at my regular thing.
And one of them he said the dude that he wanted a Two-Face.
Yeah, I started it. I got to finish
I mean,
it.
if you don't finish it, you can always just send it Wednesday on Thursday on Wednesday.
Let's see.
And what did I do with the my plug? I'm actually glad I did keep that one. I want to plug this sometime. Get my phone charged.
Damn, that's a lot of fucking super chats tonight. Fuck. I hope people enjoyed the show. I only had about 250 people, but I think everybody liked what I was doing in the message. It's hard because you don't know what to say. You don't want to. I don't want to ignore what's going on, but you don't want to over talk about it either. Because if you don't talk about it, then people are like, "Oh, okay, you're just ignoring about it."